Let's discuss. Sexuality is one of the most talked about things in culture, and honestly, one of the least talked about things in the church. This leaves a lot of Christians feeling confused. Singles feel guilty for having desires, and married people feel pressure to perform. And everyone's wondering, what does God really want? The Bible doesn't ignore sexuality. It actually treats it as powerful, which means it can build or destroy, depending on how it's handled. For singles, the Bible doesn't pretend desire doesn't exist. 1 Corinthians 7 acknowledges it clearly. Desire itself isn't sin, but discipline matters. Paul says in 1 Thessalonians 4, verses 3 through 5, that God's will is our sanctification, that we learn to control our bodies in holiness and honor, not in lust like the world does. That means being single isn't about suppression, it's about stewardship. Your body isn't a toy, a craving, or a coping mechanism. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 says, your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. So as a Christian single, sexuality is handled through boundaries, accountability, and purpose, not shame. Culture says act on it, but God says submit it, not because he's anti-pleasure, but because he's pro-purpose. Now, for married Christians, the conversation shifts, but it doesn't disappear. Marriage doesn't erase temptation. It doesn't magically heal broken views of sex. And it definitely doesn't make intimacy automatic. Hebrews 13 verse 4 says, the marriage bed is undefiled, meaning sex within marriage is honored by God, not tolerated. But the Bible also teaches mutuality. 1 Corinthians 7 says husbands and wives are called to serve one another, not demand, manipulate, or withhold out of control or punishment. Sex in marriage isn't about dominance or obligation. It's about oneness. Ephesians 5 reminds us that marriage reflects Christ and the church. That means intimacy should be rooted in love, sacrifice, communication, and trust. And here's where both singles and married people meet at the same truth. Sexuality is meant to point us toward covenant, not consumption. Whether you're single or married, the Bible calls us to flee sexual immorality, not flirt with it. To renew our minds, not copy culture. To walk in the Spirit, not be ruled by impulse. Galatians 5 says self-control is a fruit of the Spirit, not punishment, not repression, but freedom. God isn't trying to take something from you. He's trying to protect something in you. Because when sexuality is handled God's way, it doesn't bring regret. It brings peace. And that's true whether you're waiting, married, healing, or learning. So think on that.